Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to go ahead and rainbow and awaken our boy Raditz. Raditz finally got a very, very strong card here in Dokkan, with the news that LR Prime Battle Krillin is going to be a thing and is coming sometime soonish, you know, within the next couple weeks. I'd say within the next 3 weeks. Now we're starting to get a basis for a good Saiyan Saga team, so because of that, I made it a priority to get this Raditz rainbowed. Now we'll go ahead and awaken him. We'll test him out. This Raditz is very good, but he's going to be particularly good once we start going into something like Super Battle Road. That's where this Raditz is going to be crazy, because he's super good, basically, against any Goku or Piccolo, basically a Goku family or a Namekian enemy. This Raditz is super good, and then if there's multiple enemies, he's crazy. Like, he's just super strong. Alright guys, so we're starting out here on the Transformation Boost / Terrifying Conquerors team. Of course, Raditz is on this team. Now, Cooler's not giving Raditz a support type buff yet, right? In order to do that, we would need, one more orb, we need one more enemy here. For Cooler to then be giving the 50% buff to Raditz. But, like, look at Raditz's defense already. 156k? That's very good. It's because he gets 200% attack and defense if he's going up against one enemy, which is really strong. But then, if there's multiple enemies, he gets 2 key, a guaranteed stun who he attacks, and then he reduces damage received by 50%. Like, that's just a lot. Then he also does get an additional 50% attack and a 50% chance of performing a crit if there's a Goku family or Namekian category enemy present, which obviously Bardock, 2.42, it's a good starting number. Bardock, of course, is a Goku family enemy. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then, like, he stacks attack from his super attack, right? And he has a high chance of stunning, too. Like, he just does so much. Does this Raditz, man. Like, he is very, very, he's very strong. Like, I'm actually pretty impressed that they gave us a Raditz that was this good, right? Like, you know, it is kind of a weird banner, right? Like, you know, a lot of people, it's like, oh, Saiyan Day, it's going to be super, super hype. You know, and then we get, you know, like Bardock, and then we also have, Raditz on the banner, right? Like, Raditz is definitely not the epitome of hype, but this is how you do a character like Raditz or Nappa or something like that, is you take them, put them as a secondary unit on one of these banners, and boom, we're good to go. If anything, they also should have had another featured unit, you know, replace like AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku off that banner, and then have a new banner Nappa or something like that, Saiyan Day. Like, that would have been really good. That, I think, would have been a very smart idea. Okay, so Raditz's attack stat is going to be even better on this turn. This is going to be great to see right here. So let's see what our boy Raditz does here. I mean, now he's got Turles linked up with himself. You know, he's going to activate Saiyan Warrior Race, as well as Brutal Beatdown. I think he's getting Nightmare from this second form Cell. So, like, this is Raditz. This is like like pretty much the best situation for Raditz, because Raditz is getting all these attack links that he's got: Fierce Battle, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Saiyan Warrior Race. And he gets a 2.83 million attack stat with a 50% chance to stun. You know, he's stacking attack. His defense is like 150k plus. Like, he's super good. Like, Raditz looks this good just in, like, an event like this against, like, you know, Bardock. But, like, Raditz could be even better, too. That's the craziest thing. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pop a King Yammer here. But Raditz could be even better if you're going against multiple enemies. Like, this Raditz is a Super Battle Road killer. That's what's crazy about it to me. Like, especially with Extreme Super Battle Road coming out, like, we want enemies now, or new units that are going to be super, super good when there's multiple enemies. Like, we want a couple more of those for some of these teams. Like, AGL, Super AGL could use them. Like, just a bunch of the different typings. Like, I'm sure, you know, remember how Legendary Goku event came out, and then for a long time, we just got unit after unit after unit that was really good in the Legendary Goku event? Well, now, I bet you a lot of the upcoming units might be focused more towards Extreme Super Battle Road. That's what I'm kind of thinking, so we'll kind of see how this is going to work. That's a really good attack stat by Int Kid Buu, by the way. Once he gets his Easy 8, he's going to be very impressive. So, all right, let's go ahead and go to a different team for our boy Raditz. All right, so now we're on the low-class warrior / revenge team with our boy Raditz. So we're going up against multiple enemies at this point. So now Raditz gets 2 key, guaranteed stun when he attacks, and then again he reduces damage by 50%. So he's reducing damage received by 50% while he has 89k defense. That's very good, and that's with 2 support type units on rotation who aren't even giving him extra defense, right? We very easily could have like defensive support type units on rotation here, and then Raditz would just be like insane, right? But just like a 100% chance to stun against 2 enemies is like crazy to me. And then remember, he is stacking his attack every single time he super attacks. Like a lot of these, like these last 2 banner units, Whis and then Raditz, are just like so crazy to me, like how strong they are. Like that's like the biggest like shock, the biggest takeaway for me. It's like, wow, they really gave us like just some insanely strong just banner units. Like, you know, these are units that are going to be on every banner moving forward, right? Whis was on that Saiyan Day banner for JP. You know, Raditz is going to be on the STR Blue Kaioken Goku banner. Like, that type of thing is a really, really big deal moving forward. So that's why I would like them to start putting 2 new units rather than 1, though, right? Because once we start having 2, then of course there's going to be a lot more good units that we'd be able to grab, you know, unfeatured, right? You know, there's so many units in there are getting EZAs now, so a lot of those unfeatured SSRs, which previously used to be like dog shit, now they are a lot better, right? So, I don't know. And again, this, I would point out that Bardock's team, low-class warrior / revenge, is quite good. You know, people are saying that the team is mid, the team's not that good. I think that's just completely false. I mean, because you have like a perfect situation to set up like LR Tech Broly, for example, like big time. By the way, we're fighting a non-Goku family enemy or Namekian right here, right? That's one of the points here, because then Raditz is not getting that last additional 50%, right? Because I wanted to show Raditz in some of his various situations. The only problem I have with Bardock's team is if you guys take a look at his health, we don't even have 400k health. It's so insane. Like 170% HP shits on 170% defense. I will stomp my feet, slam my fist down. That's what I think, because I will take the 550k plus HP over 390k every single time, right? All right, so we'll get one more attack stat right here from our boy Raditz, and then I think we'll probably head over to the Goku family team. It's not really too much of a big deal for me to get like a whole bunch of active skill stuff with Raditz, since he does stack attack, right? So at this point, it's pretty like Raditz doesn't really have like a max attack set or anything like that, right? Like we just sort of build it up and build it up and build it up, you know, with like AGL Pan, and then, you know, you could just do all kinds of crazy things. But, you know, I kind of want to see what Raditz escape, like just in Dokkan events, like I am impressed. Like, you know, he's got high defense, high attack, you know, he gets stunned, so if enemies can be stunned, like he's going to be effective there. I mean, they did a really good job. That's it. All right, so now we're on the Goku family team. Well, we're on the Goku family team, and we're also going up against a Namekian enemy. Remember, against Namekian enemies, Raditz does get that extra 50%. I mean, thinking about the Saiyan Saga category, which I think there's a chance that it could be added into the game with LR Prime Battle Krillin, because that Krillin, you know, looking through the categories he might have, like, I think he should be on both Explosion of Anger and Revenge, because it's the Krillin from, you know, basically the fight against the Saiyans, right? So, like, Yamcha had just died as one of the arts for Krillin, and then the actual LR is him using the Destructo Disc against Nappa. So, like, you know, knowing that, he should be on Explosion of Anger and Revenge, both of those. But all the other Krillins in the game, it's like they're either on, like, Movie Heroes or, like, you know, Buu Saga or something like that. Like, Krillin doesn't really have categories. So, they gotta get that Saiyan Saga category in the game. And I think now is a good time to do that, with our boy Krillin having been released, right? Like, I think that would be a very, very good decision by Dokkan to bring it in. And then we could, you know, kind of get an idea of what we're looking at. I'm going to tell y'all right now, they had better not even play games with a lot of those Kaioken Gokus. Obviously, like, TEQ Kaioken Goku will be on the Saiyan Saga category, obviously, right? But, like, some of the other ones too, like Physical Kaioken Goku and stuff like that, you know, I don't know, there's almost not a lot of, there's not really base form Gokus from the Saiyan Saga. So, like, they'll have to release another good base form Goku Probably from the fight against Raditz, honestly. Or maybe even a transforming Goku based into Kaioken. Maybe release another Kaioken Goku. Like, you know, there is a lot of stuff that Dokkan still has to do, like, you know, to make the Saiyan Saga category competitive. That's why I think doing what they're doing right now is good. You know, tossing Raditz on the Saiyan Day banner, giving us LR Prime Battle Krillin. You know, we already have LR Tien and Chaozu, who are from the fight against Nappa, so they're on the Saiyan Saga. OG LR Piccolo's on the Saiyan Saga category as well. I mean, if they give him an easy 8, he'll probably be super good. Like, that's all they got to do. Give LR Piccolo an easy 8, and they can make him very, very strong. I think that would be, again, super, super important for them to do for the Saiyan Saga team, right? And then as we move forward, you know, they can continually just sort of drop some units in there, here and there. And then at some point, we could do, like, the Kaioken Goku and Grade 8 Vegeta Dual Dokkan Festival, which I think would sell well. Like, you know, some people think that that wouldn't sell very well, but, like, I disagree. I think that would work very well, actually. Because, like, in Japan, like, Bardock got top grossing in Japan. Like, Kaioken Goku versus Grade 8 Vegeta, that's a 500 million, billion, like, much more, like, I think, bigger moment in Dragon Ball history than the Chilled movie, like, the Chilled, like, special where, you know, come on. It's pointless. So, I don't know. I think we probably will see that Dual Dokkan Fest come at some point. A lot of people are saying we could see it for Golden Week. It is possible we could see it for Golden Week. I'm leaning more towards Resurrection F, actually, for Golden Week. I think a Dual Dokkan Fest of a Golden Frieza or transforming Golden Frieza, and then like a Blue Goku or Blue Vegeta, or maybe they're an exchange unit, like Blue Goku into Blue Vegeta. Like, there's some things they could do that would be very, very interesting with exchange mechanic, active skills, transformations from Resurrection F, because they haven't really done Resurrection F stuff in quite a while, besides that new Blue Goku and Vegeta who came out recently on Global, the Awakenings, right? So, you know, we'll see. But, you know, Dokkan finished up Battle of Gods. Like, all the major players from Battle of Gods have good cards now. A 2.81 right there, not bad. I mean, unless we're going to count, like, you know, I don't know, Ultimate Gohan or, like, a Gotenks from Battle of Gods or something like that. So, I do think, again, we're going to probably see Resurrection F be moved into soon, and more Saiyan Saga stuff come as well. Alright, so this is Cold-Hearted Warrior Raditz. His leader skill is the low-class warrior category key 3 and 120% of stats, which is fine. Obviously, it would have been better if he was a Saiyan Saga category leader, right? Because now, like, dude, there's 50 leaders for that team, right? We have the 5 we have 6 free-to-play leaders. We have the 5 Team Bardock members. We have the Int Raditz from back in the day. Now we have this Tech Summonable Raditz. And then we got Dokkan Fest Bardock. So in total, we've got 8 leaders for this team now. You know, obviously, they're pretty much all sub-leaders except for Bardock, right? I consider anything under 130% as a sub-leader. Once you get to 130%, that's like, you know, not, I don't think, a sub-leader anymore. Raditz's super attack is the Saturday Crash, which stacks attack, does supreme damage, and has a high chance of stunning the enemy, which, of course, is going to be a 50%. It is a 50% chance to stun. Beautiful. His passive skill, You Are a Shame to Our Race, is 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets 1 key and an additional 100% attack and defense if he's facing 1 enemy. Then he gets 2 key, guaranteed stuns the attacked enemy, and reduces damage received by 50% when facing 2 or more enemies, which is insane. Then he has an additional 50% attack buff and a 50% chance of performing a crit if there's a Goku family or Namekian's category enemy present, which is just so crazy. He's so good. Then his links are the Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Coward. So, like, we'll stop right there. Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Prepared for Battle, and Fierce Battle. That's good. Like, you know, like, Coward isn't going to do too much for you because Baby's not on Terrifying Conquerors, is he? And even LR Baby doesn't even have Coward. I mean, Bergamo's got it, but Bergamo's not on Terrifying Conquerors either, so I don't know. I mean, I guess you could run LR Gohan and Goten's team, and Bergamo's on Siblings Bond, then we could get Raditz on there from the Goku family team, I guess, but, like, Coward is obviously trash. Saiyan Warrior Race and Saiyan Lineage are good, but him having Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fierce Battle, he'll link up really well with some of the good villain cards, so that's good. His 12 key multiplier is 140%. That's, you know, what we would expect. And then finally, our boy is on several different category teams. Low-class warriors, which I've been begging for the buff for this team. Finally, we got it. So I'm okay with this celebration. As long as we get an easy A in a couple of days, which I think is going to happen, this is going to be fine. Then he's also in the Pure Saiyan category, which can't go 5 seconds without massively getting buffed. I mean, just already in this calendar year alone, 2020, we have so many powerful things being added here. Like, you know, it's just a lot. Then he's also on the Goku family team. Same thing as the Pure Saiyan, just every update gets way more strong. And then finally, he's on the Terrifying Conquerors team. Now, when this came out, I was telling people this is just going to get better and better and better as they start releasing these villains, which is going to happen, right? I didn't have Raditz on that list, but I did have Demon King Piccolo, and he just got an LR. Now Raditz, you know, Bojack will get a Dokkan Fest exclusive. Scouter Vegeta is going to get a Dokkan Fest exclusive. Lord Slug will get a Dokkan Fest exclusive. You know, all of those types of units. Baby is going to get a Dokkan Fest exclusive. All of them are going to get added to this team, and then it's going to just make it so much better. Like, right now it's okay, but it's going to get real crazy in the future. So, there we go. There's Raditz. Incredible unit. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time.